Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Anthony Kaburu, and today I will be giving this persuasive presentation of what I feel that people will need as far as the military members and service members are concerned. Today I chose the U.S. Army ID cards. The reason why I chose the U.S. Army is because I am currently in the military with the Army, and the one common things that every military member goes through is that they forget their military ID card. That little ID card is the most important thing in the military community because if you do not have that card, you cannot even access the base. You cannot access any equipment. You cannot check out anything, and basically, you cannot come to work without that card. And it's a daily thing that people always leave at home or misplace it or lose it. It happens on a daily basis. Every time you walk in, you see a long line for people that cannot walk in the base because they left their ID card at home, and unfortunately, they don't stay anywhere by the base. For instance, one of my good friends of mine, he left his ID card at home and he stays approximately 45 miles away. And he was supposed to report in at 7 o'clock in the morning and ended up reporting in at 9 o'clock, and that counts as an infraction. And if you get about 3 to 4 infractions, you're gonna get in serious trouble. So that issue that I'm bringing up today is pretty important because it happens every day. There's always that one person or multiple people that forget their ID, and I would like to propose a solution to where I will be able to come up with an alternative if somebody misplaces, loses, or leaves their ID card at home. For the organization pattern, like I stated before, it is built in the system that you simply cannot enter the base without your ID card. It is structured as far as security concerns. Some people, think it's not that serious since they see the face of the same person every day, but that's how the system is set up. You cannot enter the base without that card. And I stated before, people still get write-ups once you become late because that counts as a tardy. You are supposed to be held fully accountable. I understand life happens. You're always going to forget something, and that's going to prevent you from coming into work. And unfortunately, that's going to take a toll on your pay. My proposed plan would be this smart little object. It's about, I want to say, this big. It's going to be some sort of a fingerprints reader. As I stated, this fingerprints reader, it is going to be able to scan your fingerprints at the door or wherever you're at, and then within that fingerprint scanner, it is supposed to show your date of birth, your picture, your active status, whether you're an active member, whether you have gotten kicked out, whether you're in violation. It shows everything that you have done or your past in that little device, and it should allow you to get in the system. So the way this little technology thing would work is that it would be built to where it would read the database of the branch that you're in. It could be the Army, the Air Force, Marines, Navy, and then within that database, it pulls the data for all the active members in that base. So once you scan your fingerprints, a picture pops up and you should be good to go. But the only contingency plan is that even with a picture and a name, you would have to have some sort of alternative ID to match your name or picture, because as you know, most things are hackable nowadays, and for some instance something can be hacked. So I would propose that, let's say you leave your military ID at home, I would say either bring your driver's license or any ID card that has your name and picture on it to verify you at the door, so you can actually get in without having to hassle of going all the way back. Granted, that would be sort of like an emergency plan, because it would make sense for you to go all the way back home if this person in charge knows who you are and has seen you daily. That would just be some sort of a backup plan to ensure that, hey, I forgot my ID card today, I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. But since it just happened right now, let's go ahead and scan me in so I can proceed to go to the to inside the base. This technology will be very unique and some sort of complex, and it would actually update itself every day at around 1700 once most of the personnel is clocked out. So every daily it does backup and updates, which should be actually a newer and better security feature, if I may say so, since the regular security feature is basically just providing a simple ID card. The fingerprint scanner would actually identify you with like we can do with purchases, we can do with getting equipment, we can be with either entering or leaving base, and that will basically put like a timer and a timestamp on everything that you do once you enter the base. And I believe that it would be the best security alternative rather than using an ID card, and it will actually help somebody to have their own body signature and certificate to enter the base. Like I stated before in my speech, I really believe this would be the best alternative. It would be a great step in technology. It would be a great step in moving forward and getting everybody identified and situated faster. The little device I mentioned before, it would just be happening rapidly quick. So let's say you can be 10 cars behind on the gate. One person can just come in, swipe their finger, show their ID card, it beeps, it checks, it goes in, you're all good to go. The next person follows and the next person follows. Granted, not everybody's going to forget their ID at once, so the line would proceed to move way faster than you would expect. Like I said before, it would serve as a better security feature as technology rises and everything is turning to the digital aspect of it. It would be sort of like a control plug, a plug and play control. So as far as hacking goes, it wouldn't be that prone to being hacking, so that will be a benefit feature of it. But on the other hand, it would be pretty advanced to where your own body is your own signature. So in case, for example, in case you lose your ID, and we all know how that goes once you lose your ID, it doesn't take that fast to get another military ID, because there's paperwork involved and you have to make sure the office that processes those paperworks and does all that are open. It might take some time rather than you just using your actual thumb to get checked in and to get things done using your own body, which I stand my ground on this, and I believe that it is the best alternative to having a ID card, and it would be the best thing moving forward as far as military identification and security. Again, like I stated, since everything is prone to being hacked, you would have to have a backup device, a backup identification, picture identification, anything like that, to prove that you are the person your body claims to be, just as a backup precautions, which will make everything go smoother and flawlessly, if you may ask me. That would be the end of my speech. I hope everyone likes it. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. Again, my name is Anthony Kaburu, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Thank you so much.